Hello, thank you for tuning in today. Why am I wearing a life jacket? Well, I bought these life jackets for a flight over the Farallon Islands with an ex-coworker of mine as a safety precaution because we were going to be flying over the ocean for an extended period of time. It's always safe to have a flotation device in case you lose an engine and have to ditch in the water. But I figured during this time, while the aircraft is going to be grounded, I should really put these to the test. How well do they work? Do they actually make you float really well? Did I make a good purchase by trying to get something that was, on Amazon that would be cheaper than a $200 life jacket when you have to buy multiple of them? So, we put it to the test. If you want to see how well it worked, stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.
Hey, I'm MIZUEZ, a private pilot out of the Nut Tree Airport in Northern California. I earned my PPL in 2021 and just purchased my first aircraft, a 1962 Cessna 172C, and I'm learning everything that goes along with aircraft ownership. I hope you enjoy tagging along on my adventures as I explore new places, make new friends, visit some old ones, and see what opportunities aviation has to offer. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll see you in the skies.
So real quick before I get into the actual video, little public service announcement. When you buy a life jacket that you're trying to save money on and get one that's cheaper than all the others, you really should inspect it and know how it works before you go out and actually use it. Because I did wear these, me and my coworker did wear these life jackets when we flew out over the Farallons, and it was 25 nautical miles out and back. So, well outside of gliding distance had we lost the engine. And what I realized when we were going to do this testing in the pool is that it was cheap because it didn't have this. This is the CO2 recharge that actually allows the life jacket to inflate. So had we needed to use it in the on the Farallon flight, we would have landed in the water, got out of the plane, and nothing would have happened. Just would have been useless because I did not even inspect it or check it. I just trusted that it would work, and it didn't have this. So if you are buying life jackets that are cheaper from Amazon, check and make sure that they actually do have the CO2 cartridge installed and that they will actually work if you need them. The other thing, make sure you know exactly how they work, because in the first jump that I did, I was expecting to dive into the pool. I was actually diving in, wasn't even going to inflate the life jacket. I was going down to put the camera at the bottom of the pool. I guess it's water activated. And then I was going to dive again to pull this. And what ended up happening is that this little guy, which is installed on the bottom of the activator, this is water activated. So as soon as I dove into the water, the whole thing inflated on me, which I was not expecting, and it caught me by surprise. And as I say, it was very surprising to everybody that was there. So I'm glad I bought 2 CO2 cartridges so I can then test it properly the next time. And actually, for use in an aircraft, this would actually be a very bad thing, because if you had to ditch and you landed in the water, you open the doors to get out, and the aircraft is filling with water, then all of a sudden your life jacket inflates with you still inside. That could be a bad situation because you might not be able to get out of the aircraft. So it's much better to have it manually activated so you can get out of the aircraft, swim a safe distance away, and then manually inflate the jacket. That doesn't want to come off when it's full.
That's good.
Which is good.
That worked.
Ow. Not bad for 35 bucks.
I know. How much?
35 for the jacket and then 20 per CO2 refill.
Yeah. Still 55.
So, here's how the first jump went. I guess it's water activated. I don't have to pull the thing, it's water activated. That's awesome. It'll still make you float. That's okay, cool. Yeah. It works. A lot better than I thought it would.
Well, that didn't take long at all. You came right back.
I'm glad
He didn't even pull it.
Yeah. I'm glad I brought two CO2 things. Okay, it works. So the life jacket inflating on me was a big surprise, and it was actually a surprise to everybody there. We found out that this... So we found out that that this is actually a one-time use. On this little yellow cap here, there's a little disc that goes into that, and when that gets wet, it dissolves, which allows this thing to release and pop the CO2 cartridge. So once this was used, that's it. It's done. It's gone. Which actually worked out better, because while I was surprised that it worked the first time, and we're surprised it inflated on me, that's when I realized that yes, that's a bad thing in an aircraft. But I was just excited that it worked. But I was like, for the second one, I found out how I deflate it and reset it. What's the durability? How many times can I use it before I need to replace it? So I got a second CO2 cartridge. I put it in there. Didn't have the automatic popper anymore, and I went and tried the jump a second time. And here's how this one went. Okay, I'll count to 5. Good?
Yeah.
So the second jump went a lot more how I expected it to, whereas I would jump into the water, dive down to the bottom, and then wait and deploy it when I wanted to. That's how it should work. So for that, these work really well. I think for the other one, because I did buy 2 of them, I'm going to remove this thing so that way it's not automatic anymore, and then I just need to make sure that I'm keeping up on the CO2 cartridges. These are 24-gram cartridges. The life jacket says to use 33, but I feel it was already pretty well full just on the 24. I don't want to over pressurize these or anything like that, so I think I'm going to stick with the 24 grams. That seemed to work really, really well. So for 30 bucks for the life jacket and about $20 per refill, it's a pretty good value. Say they're a little bulky and kind of uncomfortable, so you could get something maybe a little bit smaller. I know they have some fanny pack ones you can wear. There might be something a little more streamlined, but hey, for the price, they actually aren't that bad. And since I'm not doing any serious over water flying or anything like that, it's just for the occasional trip where I go out over the coast, or maybe I'm doing an extended trip over a lake or something like that. They're not worn all the time. It's only on those couple little choice flights, and for the most part, I should still be able to glide to land without needing to ditch in the water. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it, watching me kind of embarrass myself playing with a life jacket in a swimming pool. I hope you stick around for future videos. I'm trying to come up with other ideas I can do while the aircraft is grounded. I do have some parts on order that'll be coming in pretty soon, so we'll be doing kind of like a little install montage of those. And as always, catch you on the next one.
Alright, coming on to full throttle.
Speed of light.
This looks good. Front tire's already bouncing off the ground.
We're at 50.
55. 60. BUX is 72.
As your way.
About 7. I usually climb at about 88 to 90.
More like a cruise climb.
We're getting about 1,000 foot a minute already.
Wow.